fine show for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the top of the order queue there. You aren't going to believe.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
Turn around to your right. I don't want to go into the sun, but I got one.
Freedom! Keep your ear to the ground. Talking about the freedom! It's the best show.
We made it, and I'm hoping and praying that we have audio and that we have all the functioning cameras, because the joys of lives, guys and girls, up until 20 to 11, everything was rosy, everything was ready. We were fired up, and yeah, as I decided to try to get this show on the road, it decided my news camera was going to go down, and yeah, never mind. The show is on. It's Friday night. It's Friday Night Live. And you lovely people are here with me. Yes, the Fruit Loop himself. The 30-year-old Grom, a.k.a. the Grom, a.k.a. the Gromster, a.k.a. call me what you like. Just don't call me late for dinner. That's what I will say on that. As always, absolutely appreciate the hell out of you guys and girls taking the times out of your lives to tune into these Friday night shows. And also, and most importantly, for those awesome people that do manage to make it and get in the live chat, first Friday night salute goes to you guys and girls, because you make this show. I will just tell you that now. And as always, I like to start off the show by saying I will try my very best to keep an eye on what's going on in the chats. And if there's questions or if there's things that pop up, I will try to address them there and then. But don't worry, and don't forget that I say it quite regularly enough. I do every show afterwards, roll through the lives and just chuckle to myself in the early hours of the morning. But also, if there is questions, which there was last week that I missed in the Q&A, I'll get to it in this show. So feel free, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on catch-up, replay, whatever you want to call it, feel free to leave comments under the videos, and if you are in the comment section and you're watching this after it happened, I think swipe left on the comments and it will show you the live chat. And it's awesome to see the usual suspects in here, but a few people we ain't seen for a little while, including none other than the legendary Dave Usan himself. So dude, it's amazing to see you here. I hope you're as well can be, and man, I am going to do my very best, sir, to bring you a very entertaining and fun-packed show for you, just because you've, let's just say you've been through the trenches, dude, and to have you here tonight, it's awesome. So yeah, if you are here and you are live, make yourselves known, get in the live chat below the video, click in the live feed. There is some awesome people in there. The community is excellent. And as I say, it really is the live chat that just makes this show awesome. Like, I can just sit here and talk, but when you guys just start going in on like what I'm doing, or whether you're just having chats amongst yourselves and the questions that come out of it, it's absolutely awesome. The hair's let down, the lay's on, the Hawaiian shirt's on. One thing, even though we were a little bit late on the show, I haven't done yet, and that is pour a brew. So please, feel free, join me whether it's a hot one, whether it's a cold one. It's Friday, guys and girls. We made it for another week. Another week in 2024. Man, that alone deserves celebration. Because yes, as I mentioned in last week's show, that run up that week was so weird. This week, I haven't been able to get my words out correctly, but nevertheless, it's been an absolutely awesome week. And can you believe it? Tonight's show is the 30th. Yes, you heard it correct. The 30th Friday night live show. And that kind of ties in to a little something that, again, as I say, I do mention it, and I am a man of my word. I do go through the comments, and I missed this one last week from the legendary Billy himself, who mentioned, when you started doing Friday Night Live, did you think it would go on this long? And my answer to that is no, I didn't. I wanted to try to make it the very best thing that I could. I wanted to try to capture that essence of 90s television on a Friday night, late night Channel 4 kind of vibe. Obviously, if you guys are based other parts of the world, you might not be familiar with that, but it was just off the wall, manic madness, and I'm trying my very best to just embrace that kind of vibe and bring that to the show, to you guys. However, I thought, man, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to do what I can do. And there's loads of things that I want to try to implement into the show, but we'll just keep going as long as we can. If you'd said to me, do you think you'll see 30? I'd be like, we'll try. Who knew it? Who blooming well knew it? 30 shows in, guys and girls. So yes, thank you. Thank you to all you amazing viewers out there that tune in. And one thing that I don't tend to say, but I should, because YouTube love it, and that is, if you haven't already smashed the like button, hit the notification bell, whack the subscribe, done all of that good stuff, please, if you enjoy the show, do so, as it's just a good indicator to me that you guys want me to keep doing this, and then therefore I will try my very darndest to embrace that 90s madness and bring it to you live on a Friday night. So yeah, that's pretty heavy though. 30 episodes. I'm like 30 for 30. We're doing all right. We'll try to keep improving every show. That's all I can say, eh? Anyway, going back to the week. This week has been awesome, but we'll get back to that in a minute, because you know what time it is. And let's see if we can get all pro. I don't think I'm going to deliver all of the news before the hour mark, but hey man, it's Friday Night Live, baby. That was hard work, man. Trying to flip this get up on. Right, so it's Friday Night Live. And this is the Friday Night Live news, so you know you love it. Check out this burning embers in the background and this vibe. Dude, this wig, I will tell you more about it in a little while. And these glasses, yeah, you know it. Yeah, exactly. Get on it. Right. So, I know this get up does not really bring the serious fact that I am actually, for once, going to report some news that is very relevant. It's so current. It's happening now. And as much as this get up says everything but respect, yes, it's International Women's Day today. So salute all of the ladies out there doing their thing, and especially anybody that tunes into this show. Give them a round of applause. Give them celebration. Just support the ladies and women in your life. That is all I would say. Be good to them. So, yes, it is International Women's Day 2024. And ladies have been about globally celebrating this day. People around the world have come together to celebrate the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women. This day serves as a powerful call to action for advertising gender-based violence and economic inequality. Whew. Yeah, we got there. The theme of this year's International Women's Day was all about inspiring inclusion and diversity in the workplace with a focus on women's economic empowerment. The first IWD gathering took place in 1911. Over 1 million women and men participated in rallies across Europe, campaigning even various rights for women. The right to work, voting rights, access to education and training, opportunities to hold public office, and end to discrimination. These early efforts laid the foundation for the ongoing struggle for women's rights. Officially recognised in 1977, the United Nations officially recognised International Women's Day. Some countries, including China, Russia, and Uganda, even observe it as a public holiday. And I think this is something we should most definitely do here in the UK. Why it's not a public holiday, I don't know. And to furthermore that, if you are here in the UK, and I don't know if this goes globally, but this Sunday, it will be Mother's Day. So if you haven't gone and got flowers and chocolates and loads of stuff and all of that goodness, it's a Friday night news public service announcement and reminder for you to just earn those brownie points. So anyway, right, moving on, guys and girls. Harry and the Hendersons, you might be familiar with it. I remember it. I'm sure it's Harry. I've probably got it wrong. But nevertheless, who knew this legend might be residing in Torquay? So, here's a story for you. Massive footprints along Torquay coast baffled locals. A massive footprint has been found along the picturesque Devon coast path, baffling a group of walkers. The large footprint was found near Maidacombe on the Torquay coast path this weekend, and some have questioned who, what it belongs to. They said that although the path was muddy, these large footprints emerged from the nearby woods at Watcombe. The footprints came from the woods and followed the coastal path for roughly 20 metres before it veered off into the woodland. In 2006, sightings of large woodland animal in the UK lasted for around 6 weeks, with 15 witnesses eventually coming forward to claim that they had seen Bigfoot. This also happened again in 2022 when reports of Lightfoot in Devon came out. The director of North Devon's Centre for 14 Zoological, John Downs, I don't know how that works, but yeah, said, "I have many similar reports of such creatures being seen in Devonshire woodland." And this one was a real cracker because it's had so much separate and credible collaborations to it. So who knows? Has Harry or Henry from the Hendersons decided to just take up that easy life in Devon? Who blimmin' knows? This next story is maybe not for the faint-hearted. I don't know. In my mind, it comes straight out of either a Carry On movie or maybe a really awkward Simpsons episode. But this poor guy here, a dad goes in for a gallbladder surgery and gets a vasectomy instead. Yes, whether it was like dodgy Dr. Nick or whether it was something in a Carry On movie, this actually happened and it's just savage. A man was planning to start a family with his new girlfriend when he left hospital livid after his doctors accidentally performed a vasectomy on him. George Bass, a 41-year-old Argentinian man, told local press how he'd gone into his state-run Florencio Diaz Hospital. Florencio, I'm reckoning. My pronunciation's amazing, right? And basically a few hours north of Buenos Aires, to have his gallbladder removed last Wednesday. The mix-up is believed to have occurred because Bass's surgeries was delayed by 24 hours to a day on which vasectomies rather than gallbladder removals are performed at the facility. This guy was basically, I think he's got 3 grown-up boys and he's just obviously started a new relationship, and they were planning on the fact of trying to have a baby girl when he'd gone into the hospital to have his gallbladder removed, and got a little bit more than he bargained for, all because of a 24-hour delay. So that whole like time and place thing. Yeah, dude, brutal. And check me out with the Friday Night Live news. We are only bringing you the cutting edge when it comes down to Friday Night Live's sport. Let's go. If you haven't already heard, it's been on the rumour mill for as far back as I can remember. There's been talk of Mike Tyson and Jake Paul getting in a ring together, and it's announced Jake Paul will sensationally fight Mike Tyson at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas on July the 20th. Jake Paul has vowed to put the boxing legend to sleep. Yes, there is a 30-year age gap between the two fighters, with the 27-year-old Paul facing the then 57-year-old heavyweight boxing legend. Tyson will turn 58 by the time this is actually staged. The key word in this makes me kind of a little bit staged. So let's just say this. In my sporting, proness, dude, if Tyson doesn't go swing one punch and basically turn Jake Paul into one of those Lego characters out of the movie where they just shatter, then this is just not sport. I like to think that Mike Tyson wouldn't sell out for the money, because if he was to go into this fight just for a sheer profitable gain, but know that he's going to actually lay down or take it and maybe get that technical knockout by Jake Paul, I just don't think that Mike Tyson would do that. I hope not. Maybe we can come and revisit this this particular live after this event. But I'm just thinking, I really hope that it's not just basically a modern day WWF event. And that's no hate on WWF, but let's just say, man, this is possibly one of the most renowned and well-accomplished boxers in definitely my lifetime, and just one of the real true heavyweights. If ever the claim the big dog, definitely has got to go to Mike Tyson. And I'm just saying, it'll be a bit wonky if it doesn't go any other way than that. Nevertheless, that was tonight's news. This is the Friday Night Live news. And don't forget, there's also another huge big fight happening tonight. So all the best to Anthony Joshua and all of that. Check me out, bringing you the sport vibes. Yeah. Yes. So I will explain the get up. This afternoon, I came home from work and Andrea made me aware that there was actually a package delivered. Now, I'm not expecting anything. I hadn't bought anything. So, one of the many awesome people that I know, I assume one of the diehard viewers of this show, had bought and sent to me a package with this wig and these glasses. And I can only imagine they were meant for one thing and one thing only. So, to whomever that was, thank you. It made it into the Friday Night Live news. It's a vibe, but trying to get a wig and a set of glasses on between the news queue, we're going to have to finesse that one out a little bit. Anyway, continuing with some sport news. This is groundbreaking. There's WSL, then there's big wave riding, and then there's the fact that yes, I caught a wave in the wild this week. So huge spoiler alert for any of you guys and girls that haven't managed to see this week's, particularly Monday's vlog upload. But this is one for the, definitely one for the history books for me. If you've obviously seen it, you know. If you haven't and you don't want to see it, plug your fingers in your ears and go la 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 for about the next, I don't know, 40 seconds maybe, something like that. Let's see if we can get this little clip up. Dude, I know it's not like Tipu or Waimea. It sure isn't Nazare, but it don't mean nothing. It's Grom life.
Did you want to go down there a little?
Well, let's get the water and we can paddle down the river.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you're like super pro, dude. You're in the goddamn sea with surfboards and actual freaking waves. That's it, we can go back in now, dude.
Is that? I think it's on. I think it's on.
How awesome is that? I am not gonna lie, for most people they're gonna be like, it wasn't even an ankle slapper. For me, to actually ride for all of maybe 5 seconds, it probably wasn't even that. It was probably more like 3, but it didn't matter. That was officially my first wave out there in the wild. Obviously, if you're an avid watcher of the vlog, you will have seen my many trips to the wave pool. You will have probably seen the episode in which I travelled all the way down to Boscombe and pretty much done everything that I could do to try to avoid the fact of getting in the sea, paddling out, partially because it was completely flat. It was like, it was glass. There was just no waves at all. However, I'd gone so far that it was just a case that I needed to don the wetsuit in public behind a car under a changing robe, grab a surfboard, walk along a beach when there is no surf, look like a complete and utter kook, but just paddle out. Because if you are unaware, as much as I love and want so bad and have wanted to surf for so long, to some degree I'm absolutely petrified of deep water. More so water that I can't actually see clearly in. So let's just say the sea off of the coast of the UK, there are parts that are absolutely crystal beautiful water and you wouldn't even believe that it's off of a UK coast. However, in the areas that I am more local to, unfortunately I don't have that pleasantry. So it's a little bit dark, it's a little bit murky, and there's just something about that that is kind of, along with the fact that I want to show a great respect for the sea, because let's just say, I know nothing, I am a mere city slicker, and I sure as hell don't want to be that guy that the RNLI has to come out and save because he's an idiot. All that said, there's only one way I'm ever going to really learn how to surf, and that is to get aboard, get the wetsuit, and get in a sea. But we've done it, guys and girls. We actually, officially, in my mind, dude, that was like double overhead, fully barreled and everything. But nevertheless, it is merely only the beginning to that journey. And I'm buzzing off of it. Which, on that, this week's official, unofficial sponsor of the show, buzzing off that. Did you see how I've done that like really seamless link? Bracklesham Bees. So my good friend that you would have seen in that clip, the legendary van life wonder, basically brought some scientific stuff to my know-how, because I don't know nothing, but I do consume rather a lot of granulated sugar. Now, my good friend said to me there is some information that has come her way to say that I need to get off the granulated sugar. It is not good for nerve endings, apparently. So within age and within consuming a lot of granulated sugar, basically over consuming any amount of sugar is not good. But according to scientific proof somewhere, they are saying that a vast amounts of granulated sugar over a prolonged period of time has connections, or at least leads to nerve damage and some other things. So she advised that instead of having granulated sugar, that I should get on to having honey in my coffee. Now, of a Friday Night Live, I tend to drink it black, neat, straight from the filter jug. However, when I'm feeling really lazy and I like to have granulated instant coffee, This stuff, I've got away from the sugar and I've been absolutely caning this. So huge shout out to Van Life Wonder for actually getting this and just basically dumping it on me and saying, dude, get off the granulated sugar. But also a huge shout out to Bracklesham Bees honey. I'm going to see if I can find a link to a page or somewhere. This particular jar was bought from an amazing little coffee shop in East Wittering called Ground. And I would highly recommend their shop. But yes, I found this there. Well, Van Life Wonder found this there, purchased it, gave it to me. And let's just say, honey, just a level teaspoon in your coffee tastes just as good as granulated sugar, if not better. According to scientific fact, don't trust me on that. Do your own research. But way better than that. So yeah, Bracklesham Bees honey, go get some. Treat yourself. Get a little bit of honey in your life. That's awesome. So moving on with the show. I haven't done it for a little while. I think I did it last week. I don't know. It's all just been a whirlwind. After my like surfing level up quarter pro status, man, the life has just been a complete whirlwind. I don't know what's going on these days. But nevertheless, it wouldn't be right if I didn't do it. I do like this little segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's time of the night for a Shine the Light. And this week, I thought I'd keep it in theme, and I thought it was about time that I'd done it. So, this week's Shine a Light is to the legendary Van Life Wonder. Or, some may know her as Tori. I know her as the complete and utter mental Fruit Loop that I like to call my friend. And the reason why I am shouting her out for the Shine the Light this week is the fact that if it hadn't been for her persistence in encouraging me to take time out and get to the wave, or get down to West Wittering, or just get in the sea, or get my shoes and socks off and get my feet in the water, or more importantly, saying, regardless of if there is waves on the day, we're going to get on out there. We're going to get out in the water, and even if we just splash around and just be silly, you're going to be building some confidence in the sea. And hey, if there's some waves, we'll catch some. If not, we'll just have some fun. So dude, from me to you, I just want to say thank you so much for encouraging me, for dragging me out of my comfort zone just that little bit more than I was willing to go, and almost making it all fun to just continue on the journey for myself, which is I want to learn to surf. And dude, you have been a huge part of that, and I don't think you even understand how much of a big part of that you've been. I also understand that currently you are not a very well bunny. So one, thank you so much for entertaining me for the day. Thank you ever so much for treating me to that. But also being just such a little soldier, an absolute complete warrior with dealing with all of the stuff you've been dealing with, but yet still doing that. And also, obviously, I'm not saying too much, but I currently know that as I am recording this or saying this live to the world, that you are probably fast asleep, dosed to the eyeballs with medicines. And if you're watching this, or when you're watching this, I just want to say I hope and wish you very much of a speedy recovery, because I need my little surfing buddy back on top form, because we've got to get out there, get some more waves and get absolutely pitted. Like, so dude, it's an absolute pleasure to know you and to be able to class you and call you my friend. Thank you. I am internally grateful for the universe giving us the opportunity to cross paths. And this week, this Friday, and ongoing, you, my friend, are an absolute star. So I just wanted to take the time to just actually voice it and let you know. Dude, is wishing you all of the best, and I really am keeping my fingers and toes crossed that you're back to full recovery as soon as possible, and that we can continue some crazy little adventures. So this week, Van Life Wonder, you little legend, yes, you were the Shine the Light. Yes, so I wouldn't be feeling like I've fully succeeded if I don't give Van Life Wonder a Friday night salute, because you have been an absolute soldier in just trooping through everything you've been going through and still putting up with me, man. Like, you've seen so much of me in the last like month, 2 months, dude. Absolute freaking legend. Yes, so that was the least I can do for you, dude. And as I say, I hope I get to see you soon. So we've covered the unofficial, official sponsor of the night. We've gone into what happened this week that's turned me into like a quarter pro semi something surfer, semi something, I can tell you that. Pretty much got to tell you this. Yes, there is a Friday night live WhatsApp group. I've created it. I've neglected it, pretty much like a lot of things, and it is there. I was hoping for it to be a little communication thing, a little two-way vibe, a little something extra that I could bring you a little bit of communication and a me to you kind of vibe. And I know you guys get into the live chats, but unfortunately, I can never like clock in and do what I do and pay attention as much as I want to, which sucks. So the WhatsApp group, there is a link below. Now, cunningly, the one time I do look, there is a legend in the ranks this evening, and I'm going to call him out. If you're currently watching and you're seeing the live feed, and the welcome to the one and the only Mr. DJ Rasp. We are in the, we are merely just, what is it? Shadows in the feet of giants or something? Like, dude, appreciate the hell out of you tuning into the show. I hope you enjoyed it. And we might have to chat. You might have to, if you're up for it, come and make a little appearance on here and we'll have a little discussion, because that would be awesome. So you heard it here live and first. And it's an honour to have you here, dude. So that's awesome. That's really thrown me, because he's an absolute legend. If you don't know who DJ Rasp is, after this show, go and Google it. Because, and I have a very funny story, but nevertheless, that can wait for another day. So yes, going back to it, WhatsApp group, link in the description below. I have actually produced a Discord page, and this is something that I want to reach out to you lovely guys and girls, because I'm sure amongst all of you, maybe there's one, maybe there's two, maybe there's more. Do you use Discord? And if you do, what do you use it for? Would you be interested in firing up the Friday Night Live page, me letting it go live and getting all of you people in there so we can discuss madness, maybe even plot and scheme and try to take over the world? Let me know. Let me know in the live chat. Maybe let me know in the comments below, or also check me out being fully pro, because that's what we try to do. It's not very seamless, but you can also catch me on that email address down here. I want to say it's also in the description below, but if not, 30-year-old Grom, Gmail, hit me up, because again, I just want to try to figure out a way of getting a bit of a two-way communication and getting you guys and girls furthermore involved in the madness that is the Friday Night Live show. And it'd just be really cool. I've been trying to get a PO box, but I cannot afford to run one, and I'd love to be able to get a live phone line. I'm trying to figure it out, because I'd love to have a little call in and maybe like a little sort of I don't know, just more banter and more interaction and just more fun generally, because let's just say, I think the more fun that we can bring via this show, the better it will make everybody's lives. Maybe it could be broadcast to all of the places that just need a little bit more stoke. On that note, guys and girls, yes, we are coming to the end of the show. Thank you ever so much for taking your time out to tune in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you again next time. Same place, same vibe. Maybe even, because I'm talking too much and not drinking enough coffee, probably the same coffee, but hey. That was a quick one. Yes, it was. But sometimes it's always short and sweet is better. But One thing that I wanted to touch on, I apologized in a community post. I completely forgot to go live while in Wittering because obviously I was just living my best life. Don't worry, there are things planned. There is also another surf trip that's already in the pipeline for the 28th of this month. We'll be heading back down to West Wittering. So you heard it here, exclusive, live. If you want to meet up, if you're in that area, if you want to kind of hang out with me and like paddle around and be stupid in the sea, or you just want to catch up, have a coffee, feel free, again, hit me up on the email 30yearoldgrom@gmail.com. Leave a comment in the messages, hit me up on Instagram. I have a Twitter account, but I don't particularly use it. If you want to DM me on Instagram, please feel free, reach out, and let's get some communication going. I am working on the Discord, and there is the WhatsApp group, but I don't think the WhatsApp group's a two-way thing. So, hey, worst case scenario, fire some comments below this video. Apart from that, I am wishing you all the very best. I hope you have a fantastic morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever it is on this beautiful little pale blue dot you're watching this. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please don't forget, word of mouth is a very powerful thing. So tell a friend, tell some work colleagues, tell family members. Hey man, if you can afford a message behind a plane, put Friday Night Live show 10:45 p.m. GMT, YouTube, 30-year-old Grom, and fly it across the sky, man. Raise the banners, because it's word of mouth is a powerful thing. As much as I can try to promote, you just whisper it in someone's ear, man. Who knows how far and wide it will spread. On that, have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, stay focused, stay positive. Hopefully by this time next week, I'll have found my tongue and we'll have another cracking show. Who knows what will be on. You don't want to suffer from FOMO, so make sure you check it out. Have an awesome one.